Hey, this is Kat of Kattalestv, and I'm going to share with you a little secret that many people don't know about me. I love to cook. I love potato chips, and this is a recipe that is more healthy than eating fried potato chips, okay? This is going to be baked potato slices, so they're baked potato chips. And this is a really simple recipe. You need a couple of potatoes. You can use whatever you like. Another trick or tip you can do is, I love sweet potatoes. I don't have any on me right now, but you can do this with sweet potatoes. This is gonna be a really simple recipe that even if you don't think you can cook, you can do. So the first thing you wanna do is turn on your oven to 400. So we're gonna go 400 and start, and we're going to let that warm up for a while, and then we're going to wash and then cut our potatoes. So I'll be right back. So we've already started our oven at 400 degrees. It's preheating. We've already washed our potatoes. You want to get a couple of good sized potatoes. It depends on how many you're making it. I'm making this just for like me. So I'm gonna cut 4 little potatoes. I've already washed them, scrubbed them, and I'm just gonna use a knife and cut them. Some people like leaving the skin on, which is fine. You want to make sure that you are being careful with the knife. So I've got a good size tray of potatoes, and now I'm going to do the next step. So in a bowl, I put some vegetable oil, some sea salt, and whoops, some ground pepper. You can do different types of seasoning. Some people like it more spicy, so if you like, you know, a more hot flavor, you might want to use some red pepper, you know, cayenne pepper, whatever kind of spicy things you like, you know, you can do that and put it in the bowl. Here's some red pepper, cayenne pepper. That's just going to give a little heat. What you want to do is put the potatoes in the mixture, and then what you want to do is you want to take some slices and put them, after you soak them, you want to arrange them in the pan. Hopefully you can see this still. So, just want to make sure you get, you know, some good seasoning on the potatoes. The other thing you might want to do is, if you feel like the seasoning is coming off more in the pot and not on your potatoes, you can always put more seasoning on them after you've laid them out. Now you want to try to keep them not on top of each other. So as you can see, this is what it looks like right now. Now I'm going to put a little more pepper on it and some more sea salt. Now I'm going to put this in the oven so you can see. Put a little more on there, all right? So we have our potatoes in a pan, and we already have our oven preheated at 400. Now we're gonna put it in. Oh my God, that's the microwave. Anyway, you want to put it in the oven and keep an eye on it. I'm going to put it on the bottom. Ooh, it's nice and toasty. There's nothing like a warm oven on a cold winter's day. Makes you feel, I don't know, very comforting. Anyway, we're gonna let that cook. I'm gonna check it in about 10 minutes and I'll be back. Hey, this is Kat. And although I did say I'm gonna check it in 10 minutes, for those of you who are not used to cooking, one of the things that can help you is having a timer. Now this is an adorable vintage timer. It's a little hen, and you would turn it until you have your proper time. Now I know I said 10 minutes. It depends on what kind of oven you have and how good it is. Everyone has different ovens, but I'm gonna put it past 10 minutes. I'm gonna put it 12 to 13, but I am gonna check it at 10. So like I said, if you're one of those people who doesn't know how to cook, or you just want to be a little more precise, get a little timer, a kitchen timer. It can save you a lot of angst if you tend to overcook things and or get busy with whatever is going on in your life. But this is an adorable little vintage hen that is very helpful. But whatever trick. Some people use their phone. Whatever floats your boat. You just want to make sure you keep an eye on your food and you don't burn the house down, especially if you're not used to cooking, because I know I have a lot of male viewers that watch Kattalestv, and if you're not used to cooking, I know that's a bad stereotype, because most men that I know, of course, cook, but and there's some ladies that don't know how to cook, but you just want to have a timer just to be on the safe side. So I hope that little tip helps. And there's so many great timers out there. They actually make great little gifts for friends and family. So I'll check back with the potatoes and see how they're doing in a little bit, and I'll be back. I'm just going to show you quickly what it looks like while it's cooking, because it's kind of fun. But it's barely halfway done now. So when you're ready to take it out, it's going to be more golden brown and actually cooked, but that's what it starts to look like. Let me see what time it is. I'll be right back. So according to the clock, we have about 4 more minutes to go. Can you see that? There's 0 there. So I'm going to close this. You don't want to go crazy with checking, but you know what I mean. It's kind of fun to look at it to see, so you know what it looks like. But we're going to check back in about 4 minutes. Okay. So this is the first batch, and some of them are darker than the other. It's trial and error. So I'm going to put this on a plate. I'm going to put some of the rest on this. Anyway, that gives you an idea what it looks like. I'm going to make another batch in a second. Hold on. Okay, I have another batch in the oven and of the potatoes. And I just wanted to show you what they look like when they're done. Now, at first I thought these weren't cooked. Can you see? Look. Listen to this. Can you hear the crunch? I wish you could taste these. They're so good. Look at that. Mmm. Mmm. I'm telling you, these are so good. And if you want, you can add a dash of salt and pepper after you've cooked them, Just make sure you I hope you can hear the crunch. You just want to make sure you pat them dry first. You know, and put them in like a towel and a nice plate. But these are such a healthy alternative to, it's a healthier than like, you know, eating potato chips out of the bag with all those preservatives. You just want to get some fresh potatoes, and again, you can use yams, sweet potatoes, whatever you like to call it, regular potatoes, or you know, just try different things. You can do, I would say what's fun is do a mixture. Just make sure the potatoes are laid down thinly and not on top of each other. Yeah, and you want to keep an eye on them and make sure they don't overcook. And around 400 degrees for anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes, depending on how crunchy you want it. But listen to the sound of that. And again, what I think would be really cool, you do one sheet of plain potatoes, the other sheet with sweet potatoes, and then people can try either the plain ones or the sweet potato ones. And let me just say, you'll love them. You just don't want to overcook them. And season them to taste. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I got another batch in the oven. And you can hear the little hen clock is ticking. But keep an eye on your food and make your own food. It's a lot of fun. And also, let me give you a tip, guys. It's sexy when men can cook. Because no woman wants to cook all the time. And no man wants to cook all the time unless it's their job, and even still, it gets boring if they cook all the time. So, you can always learn how to cook a simple meal. The preparation takes probably more time than anything. And again, you just want to take like 3 tablespoons of oil, put it in a bowl, add salt, pepper, whatever type of seasoning you want. Dunk the potatoes a couple at a time inside of the bowl, swish them around, you know, dip them off, and then put them on a flat cookie sheet. And you'll get that. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to know more recipes from me, if you want to see more, let me know. When I'm on vacation and I have time, I will definitely try to bring you more food. But I love to cook, and cooking is love. So, bon appetit, mes amis.